The following audio production is in part brought to you by The Jeff and Allen Show on the Junior Factor Nation Radio Network. Get more information at juniorfactornation.com or spreaker.com/thejuniorfactor.
The clock strikes 13 on the dot. Another whistleblower finds a little glowing spot between his eyes and the middle of his forehead. For revealing lies, his prize is that he falls dead. When the NSA watches everything we say, we've got to make sure we say what we really need to say. So hey there, NSA, how are you today?
They're watching you. They're watching you. Where? They're all around us. Where are they coming from? It's the NSA.
There are computer screens, your cell phone, everywhere.
Everywhere, every time, even when you're sleeping.
They see you when you're sleeping.
They know when you're awake.
How scary is this? Okay, so the NSA, for those of you who don't know, they are the National Security Agency, and they pretty much have every right to listen to any and every conversation you ever have had, or anytime you will have.
Patriot Act.
Thank you, Patriot Act. Alan, what is the Patriot Act?
Well, the Patriot Act, after 9/11, they indoctrinated to and got signed under the administration of George W. Bush.
Right.
To supposedly combat terrorism, but in reality, it's been terrorizing in turn and just subjecting innocent people that have no terroristic ties, no ties to anything overseas, no ties to anything bad, delinquent, degenerate, bad intention like at all. Innocent people are being tracked, monitored, and watched for zero reason at all. This is unacceptable.
Man, you sound like drinking with Bob. What's next? What's next,
Jeff? What's next? They're going to come to your door and be like, Jeff, we want to talk to you. Where were you at 4 o'clock this afternoon on the toilet? You on the toilet? How long were you on the toilet today, Jeff?
What were you watching?
Did you wash your hands after you left the toilet, Jeff? Did you wash your hands 1 time or 2 times? And where'd you go after that? Did you get a candy bar? Did you get a soda?
Now,
oh, wait, we already know because we've got cameras. Lancaster City, Pennsylvania has the most cameras per capita, per person, per property, per square foot to any city in the United States. Temple University in Philly, Pennsylvania has cameras in female dormitories. Really?
It's pretty crazy.
Really?
And here's the thing. It's punishing the innocent. That's all it's doing.
Do you think the corner street, you got a coffee shop, a bakery, and a sports bar. Instead of it going towards those businesses, you got it towards people's houses. It's going to show back to the people watching from the camera what they're doing at their stove, on the toilet, in the shower, watching the TV, watching the ball game at night. They want to watch the Phillies game? Oh, look, you're not watching the Phillies game. You're on the toilet. Oh, wait, you're not on the toilet now. Now you're washing your hands. Now you got a bag of chips. Oh, look, he's watching the Phillies game again. Oh, wait, no, he's not watching the Phillies game. He's watching the Sixers. What's he doing? Oh, he's not watching the Sixers now. Now he's playing Madden. Not Madden 25. He's playing Madden 09. Oh, no. Oh, he's playing Madden 09 instead of watching the Phillies. He's not even watching Phillies now.
Okay.
Now he's playing basketball.
Okay, we get the picture.
This is stupid.
It is, and it's going to hurt the innocent. It's just like the gun rights thing. They want to limit assault weapons, or at least the magazines, for what reason? So terrorists don't get their hands, so bad people don't get their hands on these weapons. Who in their right mind thinks that a bad person is going to go register a weapon and say, you know what? Thank you. Thank you for making it harder for me to get a weapon. Because it isn't really hard to find certain things. You think marijuana is hard to find? No, you go on Instagram, you look up your city, you look up marijuana, and you can find freaking marijuana sellers for days.
I don't want any marijuana, but if I want it bad enough, I know where to get it. I don't want it, but it's easy enough for people to find it.
Exactly.
I can list people off right now. I'm not gonna, but I can name at least 10 people off the top of my head that people could get it from.
And people like Snowden
Seriously?
and Manning, these people are getting persecuted by our government for what? For letting the public know of things that are going on, and they don't want us to know. I thought this presidency, especially this presidency, now I know the Patriot Act was Bush, but they never repealed it in Obama. This was supposed to be the most transparent government ever.
Yeah, and my toe is purple. My toe is a natural purple color. Yeah.
It's like they're as transparent as you smearing poop on a window and looking through it.
Yeah, and then throwing a rock against it.
Exactly. It's crazy, really crazy how transparent they are not being. And the reason is because they have so much to hide. The more people, Obama said, people who want to hide things or who don't want this probably have something to hide. Then why is the government hiding so much information? The real terrorists here are the people in the government not helping the United States understand anything about what's going on in our nation, foreign and domestic. And
Where'd that go?
We can't. In the Dan Bull song, it says, "If you love your country should love you too. But how can you love someone who doesn't trust you?" And how messed up is it that the government doesn't trust me enough to say, you know what? Jeff over there is going to school full time. He's working part time, and he's going to do a radio show. But we're going to take down that radio show because they're talking bad about the NSA and how they're really trespassing on our private lives. We were given an option to, I shouldn't say we haven't been given an option. We haven't been given an option for privacy. And how does that make sense? It's not a question of, do you have something to hide? No, I don't have anything to hide. But you know what you shouldn't do? You shouldn't come up to me and say, hey, I demand that we have your cell phone records, your Facebook messages, your Skype messages, your email, because we want to prove. We want you to prove to us that you're okay. That doesn't make any sense. Like my phone used to tell me, I turn off the notification because it wears down your battery. But I was at home and it's like, hey, from your house to Middletown or Penn State Harrisburg, it'll take you 35 minutes. That is creepy. And I guarantee you they're sending that to the government, or the government is coming in and saying, hey, Verizon, we want those records. And Verizon can't do anything about it.
Yeah, it's a cool feature. It's a creepy feature. And why do people need to know this?
They don't.
Exactly.
They don't need to know any of it. But you know what? They're going to know, because we have people over here saying, well, if you just sacrifice a little bit of your freedom, we're going to get a little bit more safety. And who said that if anybody gives up some of their personal freedom for safety, deserve neither? It was one of our founding fathers. I want to say Thomas Jefferson. I could be wrong. But the idea was saying, if you have to trust your government, why do you have the option to give up your personal freedom, which America was for all personal freedom, and we'll get to that in the next segment, personal freedom for a little bit of safety?
And and getting on safety, high school graduations, football games, they got TSA-style pat-downs. Like, seriously? Like, what idiot would think, oh, it's a high school graduation, let's mess this up? No.
Oh, my gosh.
The only people even have an interest in going there are people that know someone or are associated with them, or people working the event.
Oh, my. Dude, okay, so for
I'm
some
not
reason...
going for that.
For some reason, we weren't allowed to have our phones. I'm assuming it was because it was a distraction. I had mine in my pocket, and I was going to say I forgot or make up some excuse, right? You thought I spit in their face and said, I don't care about your rules, and walked right past them. I went through, I think it was 5 people to my own graduation. Who is going to get their graduation and then shoot it up or something? And you know who would do that? People who would get the guns illegally. Side note.
Yeah, yeah. If people want to do something stupid like that bad enough, they're not going to do it the legal way.
No.
If the people changing all these regulations are the people that are making it harder for people like you and me trying to do things the right way. And it's just making it a tiny bit easier for someone that wants to do it the wrong way and screw things up for everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
Because more regulation on everyone else makes it harder for people trying to do good. People want to do bad. It would just make them easier for them to slide by.
Exactly. And it's like I'm a huge fan of guns. When I turn 21, I'm going to register for my carrying license, my concealed carry license, and I'm going to get a pistol. Not because I want to go shoot someone, but because if it comes down to it, I'm sleeping at home, or I'm out at I'm out going somewhere.
You're working third shift.
Some crazy guy comes up to me and is like, I'm going to kill you and your family. I'm going to eat your babies. It's like, no, you're not.
Ew.
Boom. I'm going to have to protect myself. And the government's coming in and they're saying, you can't do that because that's not nice. Really, we're not in this life for niceness. I'm not trying to win the niceness award. I'm trying to win I've survived my entire life without any problems, and even if I have a problem, I'm going to deal with it.